Hey guys, so I thought I'd just give my little thought or rant of the day. I thought I'd talk about social media and how it's quite a strange thing, really. How we all kind of get used to it, and many of us addicted to it, rely on it just for that dopamine fix. The whole thing is built like a fruit machine kind of thing, where it draws you in like a gambling casino, with all the flashing lights and everything, and you know all the algorithms, with short videos. And I was just thinking of all the negatives that come with it, like it shortens down everyone's attention span. Nobody really watches long videos anymore. It's all just quick fixes and the same content. What kind of annoys me is how social media encourages the same content instead of like original creative people. I mean, think of back in the day where you had like Da Vinci and all these amazing artists and different things who were doing something unique and something different. And, that's what people loved about them. But now there's this kind of robotic, kind of degenerative social media. There you go, the toilet flush there, appropriate for for my talk on social media. It's just very degenerative, and it is just trash. A lot of the content that we see and that we're encouraged to make. I mean, there's trends where everyone has to do the same thing. I mean, what is it about doing the same thing? Why is that encouraged these days, where people have to do the same thing? They should do the same thing if they want to succeed. I think over the years, before the internet and things, and social media in particular, people were encouraged to do original things. Originality was key. You'd have a great author, a great artist, a great musician. And as someone who relies on social media myself to kind of get somewhere with music, what I do, because there's not many ways. You can't really rely on labels and things like that this day and age. Back in the day, maybe they'd give you a contract and they'd pay for you to go on tour, but you'd probably have to pay them back or something once you make the money or whatever. There's always been catches with it, but they took a chance on people and they helped you out. They might pay for your music video or something like that. Nowadays, a lot of us have to rely on getting stuff out independently, also because we know how corrupt and twisted a lot of these big industries are. And the things people do to get famous and stuff, and basically selling their souls for their fame. I mean, I don't know why anyone would want to do that. So obviously we go down the independent route, many of us. And like I say, it has its challenges, because with social media, it's the same thing. People want selfies, where it's not the people so much necessarily, it's the algorithms, it's the what they want you to see. It's got to be the same. They want you to do trends. They want you to just post selfies. Vanity is key. Vanity over talent and skill, which I find very strange. And obviously we've all seen it, where some girl can post a selfie and it get like a million likes and views and everything, and then someone playing their little ukulele, or playing some piano or guitar or whatever, singing, will get way less views. Maybe if they're doing it while looking good, maybe they get some good views as well. But it's not about the talent, it's not about skills anymore. Someone will post a drawing and it'll get 20 likes. Somebody will post a selfie, it gets 100,000 likes. And I don't know, it's just a strange thing, because why is this the way things have went? Do they want everyone to be just tunnel vision, short attention spans, relying on dopamine hits to get you through the day? It's all designed very strangely, and I think the level of control that comes with it. You know, Even me, I've had to my Instagram. I've got another Instagram because I built up an Instagram of 18,000 followers over a lot of years, and then someday I was shadow banned for not kind of conforming to how they want me to post, and just being a bit more of my own individual thought. And suddenly I stopped reaching followers for a long time, and I've got a certain amount of followers who see my stuff, so I continue on with it. But they stopped me from having great, amazing reach to basically nothing. And I've had to start another Instagram to kind of just for my music videos and stuff, just to have a more focused Instagram on my music, which is always what it's about. The only reason I do social media is for my music and getting it out there and sharing it with the people, and so you can enjoy it, download it, stream it, and all that stuff, and I can hopefully make a bit of money with it too. So everything I do is based on the music, but I've kind of come up with another Instagram to really focus it even more on that. And I had a lot of follows, and I was going through commenting on their posts and stuff like that for good engagement, you know, because that's how you grow an account. But seeing as my account is new, they don't like it. They've suspended my account temporarily till they can confirm who I am, because they didn't like me commenting on people's stuff and that. Because you know, that's the main thing, interaction. If you got followers, anyone who knows and does social media, if you've got followers, you need to engage. But yeah, so that's down now for a day. That's what's made me write this rant, because it's just annoying how, you know, they don't want you to succeed. You know, you try and do it, you know, the right way, engage with people, you know, and then they take down your account because you did it too much. Or, you know, it's all about control. You know, really, what is the platform? A platform where you can have followers and have views and viewers, you know, shouldn't really run on some kind of algorithm or automated system where, you know, if you do it too much or do it not in the way they want to do it, and with all these limits and things, then, you know, they flag your account and then they shadow ban you or whatever they decide to do. You know, it's all about obeying the system, but it seems life is very much about that. You know, they want you to obey the system, do as they say, do as they do. You know, it's kind of a very strange, very limiting of kind of the idea of what it could be. You know, and now we've got AI, which is a whole different story. People watching completely fake computer generated stuff, you know, which is just a bigger joke where, you know, there wasn't even a human involved, you know, half the time. And, you know, people are actually watching stuff that is completely, you know, just fake. And, you know, I can't understand it. To me, the joy of music or arts or movies or whatever is the fact these people exist and they've, you know, they're good at their art, they're skilled performers and things. The fact that people are just so entertained by mundanity and, you know, often things, everyday life things, like someone eating something or, you know, putting on some makeup or something, just, you know, pointless shit basically, gets views. And now you've even got the AI replicating that same boring shit. I mean, I think there's a level of comfort with it, like podcasts I like, but that's because it's human, you know, and even though that is just conversation and, you know, it can be just a boring thing, really, conversation, you know, it's just a simple thing, but it appeals to so many. But I think it's because it expands your mind, listen to other people's points of views, and you learn things in the things they talk about and different things. So I think podcasts are good, you know, that's a human thing. But again, it's strange how humans are drawn to human things when they could just do the human thing, you know, like have a real conversation or have a you know, do your own makeup or whatever. But you'd rather watch someone else do it or eat a burger, see what they think of the burger. It's just a strange world, you know, where I think art should be given the pedestal. And, you know, and why can't everyone have 1 million followers and 1 million views and make money and, you know, everything? Why are there all these limits and restrictions and algorithms where you've got to do things exactly how they want you to do it? You've got to have the best iPhone with the best HD 4K ultra HD if your video is going to hit any algorithms and you stand any chance of getting any views or anything. You know, why things went like that? You know, I think back when it all started, people could just do a shitty little song on acoustic guitar, and sometimes it would get fantastic views, blow up and get popular, and people might be given some kind of chance or a record deal or something. Maybe in the early days things were a bit sweeter maybe, but now I don't know, I think it's all a joke and it's getting worse and worse. And yeah, I honestly hate Instagram, but I'm good at social media. It's something I'm good at, promoting things, and good at kind of, you know, because I've done it for so long. But I hate it at the same time. I hate how these platforms run. I kind of understand how a lot of them run now, and you know, it is something I do. I do run social media. I've done it for various businesses and things, and I still do. If you're interested, you know, that's something I do, you know, and I'm good at getting engagement, getting people seeing your posts, and kind of in a real way, you know, a more organic way, because I do it for real rather than just some of these people buy followers and stuff and expect results, you know, but it's all about consistency, putting the time in, which is annoying and difficult, and that's why no one really wants to do it. Or sometimes they do, and like I say, they get shadow banned or all sorts of things. So yeah, you know, I know how to do it, and promote things and get your stuff out there. So, you know, do get in touch if you want that, because you know, it's something I do, you know. If you haven't got time to run your social media, and you got some ads you want me to run on this channel, I do that as well. But like I say, I still don't like how social media is, but it is something we have to do, I guess. If you've got a product or you've got a service or you make music like I do, you know, it's a big part of it, and I've done it for so long, and I have to continue to do it because it's the way of getting my music and stuff out there. And yeah, I mean, it can be a necessity, but yeah, let me take the stress out of your hands. If you need someone to, you know, plug your stuff you're doing, get in contact, because it is a service I offer. But yeah, I still feel the rant is necessary, because it's, like I say, having such a big part of doing it myself, and having done it for so many years and learning the mistakes and seeing how these algorithms work. I mean, the reason my new account's been suspended is purely because it's new and they don't trust me yet. You know, if this account had been around a while and I'd sort of very slowly, they want everything very slow. But sometimes slow is not the best way, because you know, you want to just get results sometimes. So seeing as I just made this account and thought, right, well, people are following me, I'll follow them, I'll comment on stuff, you know, let's get the cogs moving. But I kind of knew that it can go wrong, and I hoped that it wouldn't. But yeah, they've temporarily suspended till they can confirm who I am again. There's so much stuff these days where they want to confirm you. They want your ID, they want everything. They ask for ID, a selfie now, facial recognition shit, which I hate. You know, it's like, just see what I'm posting. I'm posting some songs, posting some fucking, you know, real stuff. You can see I'm fucking real, you know, but they still want that confirmation, which is insanity, you know, the level of kind of control these days with all this technology, and how you know, facial recognition has become a thing. I know here in Mexico that some of the workplaces make you sign in with your facial recognition. And you know, that's just insane to me. I can't believe the way the world's went as for all that kind of stuff, over sort of security, you know, over the top security, and people kind of being forced into doing it, you know. It reminds me of that guy who said about all this stuff many years ago, you know. You probably know who I mean, you know, just said all this stuff was coming, and it is, you know, it is here, and it's pretty dystopian and shit. But yeah, I just thought I'd put it out there, see what you guys think, and just, yeah, have a little rant, because I just hate the way it all runs and how it could be so much better. Imagine a perfect world where you could have your art seen by many people, and it wasn't about money or about control. I mean, it seems to be control for the most part. They just want you to be the same. They want you to be dumb. I think a lot of technology and TVs as well, with the news and everything, it's all about dumbing you down, keeping you scared, and you know, keeping you in the bubble, instead of opening your brain, taking the red pill, and coming out of the matrix and realizing the reality of everything. Maybe that's what we all need to do. Escape the matrix, guys. I think that might be the answer. So yeah, anyway, peace out, guys. Thought of the day, Metal Matt. Subscribe. Bye.